and welcome to another episode of the Chosen Subject podcast. This episode we are joined by Amelia, and her chosen subject was Derren Brown. Make sure to follow Amelia on social media. That is amelia.rose on Instagram, spelled 4MELIA.ROSE, and the WoW scenario on Twitter. Make sure you also follow me on social media. That's Sam James-Neal on Instagram, and I am Sam Rick on Twitter. You can also follow the podcast on social media. That is chosensubject.podcast on Instagram and chosen_subject on Twitter. We hope you enjoy this episode. So, welcome, Amelia. Welcome to the Chosen Subject podcast.
Thank you.
What's your special subject? What's your chosen subject?
All right, mastermind. My special subject is Derren Brown.
Do you want to know something about this podcast?
I do.
It was literally made because of Mastermind. Despite this whole podcast being based off it, I don't really watch it.
No. I watched the James Acaster one.
There's a James Acaster one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, okay. I thought you meant like James Acaster hosting it. No, there was like a James Acaster, like... James didn't do too well. But to be fair, if I went on that podcast... If I went on that TV show, I probably would do worse.
Yeah, me too.
So...
we're about to find out.
So, right, okay. And here's the first question. What is your favourite TV show?
It's Criminal Minds. Has to be. 15 seasons long. Okay, that's kind of like a con. 15 seasons long. Best characters kind of leave early on, but again, we don't need to talk about that. Also, a bit American for my tastes. But
I have nothing to go off, as I've never seen it. But surprisingly, I tend to watch the TV shows that people say that they are their favourites. So it looks like I'm going to be watching Criminal Minds.
Yeah, I mean, it only took 6 months, so you know.
I mean, sometimes people say like TV shows that I've like watched. Like I think I've had Taskmaster be the answer to two people have the answer to like with Taskmaster. That made no sense. The answer being Taskmaster to that question. My God. Which I've already seen. But I like asking that question because it means that I can find new TV shows and I can explore different like shows. Because at the moment I'm watching way too much Liam Williams. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
No,
I'm
okay.
very uncultured.
Have you ever watched I think it's the first episode of Friday Night Dinner?
Okay. Hey. I know. Everyone.
Do you know how like on off menu they kick people out if they say the secret recipe like ingredient thing, and they kick people out of their podcast?
Yeah.
Can I kick out my podcast for saying you've never watched that Friday Night Dinner?
Well.
Okay, right.
Hear me out.
Explain. Okay.
So, I don't like... Okay, I never used to like sitcom-y shows because of Friends. And I was like, I'm never watching a sitcom. And then, when I got into like British comedy and that, I was like, okay, I kind of love a sitcom. But then I saw like, you know when someone that you don't like watches something and they really love it and you think, I'm not watching that because I hate you? That was that show. But I do need to watch it. I watched like, you know, the TikTok clips that speed it up by like 5 times.
Yeah.
That's my knowledge.
No, that's my whole thing with Friends. Like, that is my whole thing with Friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have not watched Friends because someone that I like used to know really liked it,
and now I refuse.
You're not missing
Because
much.
it's just like, I don't like you. I associate that show with you. I'm not gonna like the show.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long show as well. There's no point.
Okay, I'm about to be cancelled for this, so maybe I'm gonna cut this bit out. But it's like the show that everyone goes to if they don't like sitcoms. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always
Yes.
the show that people talk about, but then you go, oh, here's another sitcom that's like that, and they're like, no, I don't like sitcoms. I actually like Friends. If that makes any sense.
This is an even worse take. I also think Friends is the show that, like, the people who love Friends and their only personality trait is liking Friends, it's because you have no personality. Like, you've just taken the thing that everyone likes, and you're like, I love that thing. Like, how? The Friday night dinner thing, though, like, that is on my list. I have the intentions, but not the execution.
Fair enough. It's a very, very good show. I'm trying to think how else I can like explain Liam Williams to you. You know how some actors will like act the same character. Like, for example, Adam Sandler always does like romantic comedies
Yeah.
and always plays like the male character in romantic comedies.
Yeah, like personality driven actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Liam Williams is like something like that, but he's always playing like the moody kind of I can't be bothered characters. And I love it. I love it. He did a show called Ladhood, and he's also done a show where he's got like Tim Key and like Emma Siddy and like a bunch of like he's got like Mark Zilcox in it. Like a bunch of like cool names.
Yeah.
And it's about YouTube and it's called Please Like. It's very good. Anyway, do you have any other favorite TV shows except from Criminal Minds?
You'll like this one. Ghosts.
I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I
Redemption.
am proud. It's a very good show.
It is. Although, another hot take, I really don't like Kitty.
You
I don't
really
know what
are
it is.
spreading your opinions on my podcast today.
I know, right? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get you cancelled. She
Um,
has her moments. Like, you know, this isn't really a spoiler, but when she was in the garden talking to that statue,
yeah.
tearjerker. I loved her then, but at other times, I can't stand her.
What is it about her? Is it because she's so like bubbly and like excited and
Yes.
like clingy, I guess. I think that's the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the, like, you know, when she looks through the picture frame, when Alison accidentally, like, I don't remember what happens. It's something to do with Fanny's portrait in the wall. And then she's like,
Oh,
it's the
right.
smile.
Yeah, no. When oh my God, Mike drills a hole through the wall and then there's just like a massive gap in the wall and Fanny just there being annoyed by Kitty. That's like in like the first or second episode.
Yeah, I don't like Fanny either though. Which
Characters do you like?
I didn't hear that sentence before I said it out loud. The character. Okay, I like everyone else. Those two, not a bit of me.
I am too obsessed with Robin to actually know what's going on. I love Robin so much.
Me too.
I
need to retract something about Kitty. You know, in her like, no, it's positive. You know, in her flashback scenes.
Yes.
With the sister. Loved her then. I don't know what happens. It's like the Alison thing. It just gets me. Even though they all do it. I think she's just too bubbly for me. Have you ever
I recently brought my friend over to drink. We ended up drinking to the In-Betweeners. It's a lot. And before that, we ended up watching what was meant to be one episode. Ended up being an entire series. And she's now trying to come back to mine so she can watch it again. I mean, she's got BBC, but like she finds it easier to watch it with other people.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say free.
Yeah.
Go for it.
No, it was like a nice thing to like watch together.
Yeah.
I love the show so much. It's such a good show.
The Christmas specials as well. God.
What the fact that like there was literally just like a guy camping in their garden
Just
and
all
they
of the
thought it
Christmas
was Father Christmas.
The first one when they were like singing around the piano. Oh my god.
It was very cute. I love Thomas as well. I love Thomas.
Me too. Like
I also
in
love
the first
Captain.
season, I love Captain. I love him. He's my favorite character.
Fair enough.
But like,
Mine's Robin.
you know,
Mine's definitely Robin.
yeah, I can tell. You know, in the first season, when Thomas is going up to Alison and being like, "You need to leave Mike. We're meant to be." I literally would have been like, "Okay, sure.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm joining the ghosts." Love his poetry.
His poetry. Oh God, his poetry. You know, right? Do you have a favorite episode?
No,
I
I'm not gonna
do.
lie. I don't remember like the bits by episode, but yeah, please.
I have a favorite episode to the point where I can't watch it anymore because I've watched it so many times. I am addicted to. I'm gonna say it wrong, but do you know the one where it's like the lunar eclipse and they kind of like
Yeah.
do the Munashaka walk around the dinner table? I love it.
That makes me cry when Robin's like staring out the window.
Yeah. And then starts like singing his song.
Yeah.
It was very cute. I love Robin. I love Robin. I like to think I'm a bit of a Robin. That's what I want to be in life.
Very quickly become an insult.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say anything.
I insult myself on my own podcast. It's part of it, I guess. Moving on slightly. Do you have a favorite movie?
Oh my god. Listen, I take film. You can't do this to me. Okay. I'm gonna go with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Purely
Haven't
because
heard of it.
Okay, you know Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Okay. So I had this thing where I really despised Jim Carrey because of his like overstated performance. And I was like, this guy is so annoying. How could you ever watch a film like The Mask? Hated it. So then I watched Eternal Sunshine and The Truman Show, where he's doing like a more understated, natural performance. And I just love Jim Carrey in that. So that's probably why. But yeah, I don't know. It's such a cute film. You need to watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really sad.
I again like I tend to watch like the movies that people talk about, so I will be watching it. I didn't really like Jim Carrey, and then I watched The Truman Show, and I think The Truman Show is a very good movie. But then again, that is coming from someone that owns nearly every single Adam Sandler like film on DVD.
I watched Grown Ups 2 the other day.
I love don't even because like everyone talks about how much they hate Grown Ups and how Grown Ups is a bad film. Well, Duggan made fun of me for it, and I think it's a really, really good film.
I'm gonna agree with you there, but I'm gonna disagree with your last statement. Grown Ups is a great film. Grown Ups is an absolutely terrible film, Sam, and I think you know that. Come on.
I think I'm biased because I like Adam Sandler.
Look, you can like Adam Sandler. I like chicken, but I think a raw chicken is a terrible meal.
I like Grown Ups. Grown Ups 2 was okay, but
yeah, Grown Ups is better.
So much better.
Yeah. I agree.
What's your favourite Adam Sandler film?
You're really doing that to me. Oh dear. Let me just have like a crisis. Right, okay. I'm gonna give more than one answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheating, but sure.
The Wedding Singer. Very good film.
I've seen it. I've watched
That
the trailer.
is like a good. It's not just like an Adam Sandler good film. It's like a good film.
Mm-hmm.
It's about him being obviously it's like about him being like a wedding singer, and it's very kind of 80s based. It's very good. It's a very good film. But it's also like a rom-com at the same time. It's very well mixed. It's a
Yeah.
very good film.
I'll definitely watch that one.
I do like. I genuinely like. He's not. I know in a lot of movies he's taking fun of, like taking, like the mick out of people who have disabilities, and that's not okay. Like I stay
Yeah.
away from them films. Like I don't agree with them. I don't like them. I think the only one that I like, this is like another one, so I was gonna give the only one that I really watched that has that kind of aspect to it is Stanley Waxler, which is a really good film. It's about him like being an agent, and it's again another rom-com. Of course it is. It's Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler.
Um,
I'm in a really hot
and it's about
woman.
him falling in love with one of the people that he works with. But like the relationship doesn't work out because like she's a singer and stuff, and like she's doing things with her life. And I think it's a very good. I think it's a very good film. Apart from that, there's obviously stuff like, and this is like the last answer I'm gonna give. Apart from that, there's obviously stuff like Uncut Gems, which was like a genuine good film. There is Hustle, which again is another genuine good film. The thing is, I'm gonna miss one of my favorites. I love Grown Ups. Grown Ups is a very good film. I grew up watching Bedtime Stories and Big Daddy.
Big Dad.
Love the
Oh my
films.
god, that's the best one, hands down.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. But yeah, no, I tend to stay away from like the Billy Madison and the like that kind of thing. I tend to stay away from it, like the Water Boy.
Mm.
Like I don't, because he's so strongly taking the mick out of people. I really like 100% Fresh as well, which is like his stand-up show.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a very big Adam Sandler fan.
What did you cry at Click?
I own Click. I own the movie. It was a film.
Mm-hmm.
It was a film. Right. As we're giving hot takes on this podcast today, as we're giving a lot of hot takes. Yeah. I personally am about to get so much hate for this. I don't like Happy Gilmore. No, okay, right. I do like it. But I feel like it's his like film, you know? You know how like some bands will have the song. I feel like it's his film. That like if you say that like Happy Gilmore is your favourite Adam Sandler film, then
basic.
Get off the podcast. Thank you very much.
I love Happy Gilmore. Oh my god, I can't believe
Happy Gilmore's a good film. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good film. But like, is it his best? Like in terms of stuff? And I think it's like, so it's like his most popular, I think, or at least one of his most popular. It's a go-to one when they think like when people talk about Adam Sandler.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's just why I don't really like it. I also have watched it so many times. So I think that's another reason. I think I've overwatched it.
I think like, you know the scene in Big Daddy where he's like feeding Minnie Cole Sprouse all these fizzy drinks and then they go to get the Happy Meal. That's such a nostalgic scene and I just love it.
Yeah. Somebody get this kid a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Is such a good. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, we have 5 minutes left. It's 10 o'clock. Welcome to the Chosen Subject podcast.
Here all night. Slaying.
Yeah. It really I'm very sorry that you have to go through this experience.
It's okay. I'm enjoying myself. Taste of fame, honestly.
Never heard anyone saying they're enjoying the Chosen Subject podcast.
Everyone else that comes on, tears, crying, shaking.
Yeah.
Hand hovering over the leave button the whole time.
I mean, after the quiz at the end.
Yeah, I might rage quit.
Fair enough.
But I can't blame
And
Louis for that.
I found the title of the episode.
Go on.
I
Yeah.
might rage quit, I think is the one. I found it, finally. Okay. Never happens this early in, really, but I might rage quit really, really does it.
Yeah, sums it up.
Right, do you mind joining back? Because I don't think we're gonna get through the next
Yeah.
question. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get through the next question in the 4 minutes. What is your favourite book?
I see why you said that now, honestly. You can't do this to me. There's so many different, like, I don't know, because I think that James Acaster's Perfect Sam Whatever is definitely up there because it's like it's so unlike anything else I've ever read and probably ever will read.
A really
It's
good
so
book.
But then I feel like that's such a cop out. Like I come on a
No,
comedy podcast,
it's a,
I'm like,
it's a good book.
it is. If we're going fiction, I'd have to say The Secret History or Evelyn Hugo, but they're such like basic answers. It's true though. They're all good.
I absolutely love Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah.
Love it so much. Such a good book.
Is that the Jack Edwards like uni guy
This one?
thing? Yeah.
It is. I'm gonna reread it like tomorrow because my entire life at the moment is about going to uni and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm hoping it's gonna help.
Are you gonna do like media?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I might do film. But like in the sort of media area.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know if
Film.
they're gonna take me on to do film if I say that my favourite actor is Adam Sandler.
Well,
I think they'll tell me to go away if I go. Yeah, I don't really like these good actors. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of Tom Holland. Nah. Who's a good actor? The guy that played The Wolf of Wall Street.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. No, not for me. Adam Sandler though. Yes, Adam Sandler.
Maybe
Adam
they'd
Sandler.
accept you just because it's a unique answer. Like no one else has
Right.
ever applied to film school and be like, I love Adam Sandler.
The thing is, I love him for the weird reasons. Like, no, he's not my favorite actor in terms of like good films. Good films, probably like why have all my favorite actors just left my head? They've gone.
It's
Like,
Christian Bale.
I like DiCaprio. I think he's cool.
Okay, that's another hot take, and you didn't even realize it.
But
That's a big hot
like,
take.
but like, oh dear, that's a bear. but like,
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't say The Great Gatsby. I'm such a fake fan. That's literally been my favourite book for years, and I forgot it existed.
it's a very
And
good
Dorian Gray. Oh my god, so disappointed with myself. But yeah, it's because he dates all those women that are like half his age.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair play. There is a movie that you got me to watch, but I think there's a book attached to it. And now I can't remember the title of the movie. So
DiCaprio.
no, it's nothing. I don't think it's not DiCaprio.
No.
Oh my god, right. Are you ready for like the most vague description of a film that you've ever heard?
Yes.
Right. I think it's like The Magnificent something. Or something along those lines. I think it's like that and then like someone's name. It's definitely got someone's name at the end. Or it's like The Curious Case of like something like that. And I think it's about a writer. I did say the most vague thing you've ever heard in your life. And spoiler, very big spoiler, I think someone dies at the end. Like someone gets killed by him at the end. I think he's like a murderer that like acts like he's a really nice guy, but really he's actually like
The talented Mr. Ripley.
yes, there we go.
Yeah.
See?
That was
Did
impressive. I'm not gonna lie, on both parts there.
I really truly gave the most vague description in your entire
Yeah.
life?
I mean, the film is about impersonation. I don't know where the writer thing came from.
Is it that book?
Oh,
Is
I
it
thought you
wait?
meant like I thought you meant it's about a writer.
Yeah, I thought
As in-
it was in wait, hold on, is it not about a writer?
I don't
Was
think
I
so.
asleep during the film?
It might be.
Oh dear.
I really don't know.
I was
but yeah,
definitely asleep during the film.
He might be.
I thought it was about a writer. But then again, I haven't watched it in like what, like a year?
Yeah, me neither.
Was it? It's a book, right? It's not me
Yeah.
just being. Yeah, okay. Thank
Yeah,
God.
no, I've never read it.
Yeah, read it. Okay. There's any good books that I've read. Right, really good book. Rob Beckett.
I have it, and I haven't read it yet.
Rob Beckett. I like used to never read books. I used to like hate it. I used to never even want anything to do with books. I read them so much in high school that I just wanted nothing to do with them. Rob Beckett changed my entire. I was meant to read 25 books this year, and I've only read 18. I don't want to talk about how many of that.
Yeah, but if you like think about it, 2 years ago, how many books?
I was reading nothing. Like even
Yeah,
last year, I read nothing. I read one book last year, and that was Classic Scrapes.
Standard.
So like, I'm proud of 18.
18's good.
So like Rob Beckett's a really good book. I used to like Rob Beckett, and then I read his book, and it gave me like a newfound love, like absolute love for him. He is a great guy. I think it made me want to do stand up. I wanted to do stand up, and then I read that book, and it made me want to do stand up. I'm trying to think of other books that I've read that I would recommend that you haven't read, because the thing is, like, I think everything that I've read, you've already read.
Spanish Love Deception.
Yeah, of course. I think everyone should read The Spanish Love Deception.
Yeah.
I
masterpiece.
literally said in my podcast, and like the one that would have by now come out last week.
Yeah.
Last week? The week before that. The week before. The last chosen subject. That the person in the podcast should never read it. It was Elodie, and I was like, oh, you started reading books? Do never read The Spanish Love Deception. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever read anything that you haven't read.
That makes me sound so like intelligent and like I read
You
so
are
much.
though. That's the thing. You actually are.
Oh my god, thank you. I really don't act it.
You Need to Calm Down by Mae Martin was quite good.
Oh, I haven't read that. I love Mae Martin as well.
Mae Martin, I can't believe Mae Martin like wished me happy birthday last year, and like knows who I am and stuff.
You know, by the rule that you know everyone on the planet, like if you connect 6 people.
Yeah.
You're connected to Elliot Page closely.
Well,
because of Mae Martin. That's an honour.
Everyone says they're dating. Heard that recently.
I saw that on Twitter, and someone was like, oh, Elliot Page's partner is also trans, like this is so cool. And everyone was replying to it being like, oh yeah, that's great. Like I don't know who they are, but that's great. Everyone thinks Mae Martin is just some random person. And I was like, I was in shock.
Actually, I think you'll find that Mae Martin is a really good comedian. Like a really good comedian.
They need to watch
Feel Good is a show that has really mentally helped me. And I feel like it has helped me because I'm currently in a process of getting doctor's appointments to talk about transitioning. And I feel like Feel Good has like helped me to get to there.
Yeah, it's a show as well. Like the mental health that they talk about in that show is so like real, and I feel like you never get that in shows, especially Netflix shows.
What is your favorite music to listen to?
Oh my god. Okay, This is so hard. I love music. It's like Spotify is my best friend. Love a good playlist. I think like mainly rock music. I'm really trying to get into Deftones now, which is the most like Sigma male thing I'll ever say. But like
Yeah.
it is good. Also, I guess like mainly rock, but it depends on what mood I'm in. Also quite like new metal, which is a hot take. Which is like Deftones, Korn,
Okay.
Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Mm.
Okay, now I can get involved with that. I can get involved with that.
Release of my inner Ed Gamble. Limp
Yes.
Bizkit.
I think that's a good choice. I think that's a very good choice.
It does depend what mood I'm in though. Like, it's a big range. My main playlist, I think it's like 100 and something hours long. And it could go
Oh my
from
God.
like Slipknot to Dodie Clark to, I don't know, Water Parks. It's weird, but you know. I'm getting back into the 1975. I used to love them in like year 8. And now being funny in a foreign language has been released. I'm back into it. Matty Healy, beloved. But
Fair enough.
like,
What is your favorite question that you have ever asked someone or that you have ever been asked?
my God, getting philosophical. You know what? I really like. I never ask people meaningful questions. I always feel like I'm just being invasive, you know. But then it's never like, I don't know. I feel like you give me the vibe that if you're in a lesson and you have a question, you put your hand up.
Depending on the teacher, but yeah, mostly.
Yeah, never.
Really?
Just
How do you
don't.
like work stuff out then?
I don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't. I go
I'd
home
be
and I
way
struggle.
too stressed.
Yeah, no, I am. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I pay attention enough, you know. This is awakening for me. I'd need to think about that so hard. Like, we do not have time tonight or tomorrow. It'd take me weeks, honestly. I don't know. Like, what would you say?
Like about lost myself a little bit here. My brain said it's 10 o'clock.
So true.
What? Oh my actual God.
Mm.
Am I having a
'Cause I feel like,
crisis over my own
yeah,
podcast right now?
I feel like it's like, I mean, I'm 16, so I'm not saying this to slate myself or whatever, because what could I have done? But I haven't done enough to say that, like, something was very meaningful like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not asking the big questions.
I think my favorite question is when I got asked, what would I say to this question? Because it's made me realize that I actually don't know what.
This is the
Because
A-level
the thing is,
philosophy
I'm
game.
I'm 18 in January,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't even use like the whole like I've not done anything in my life because I should have done stuff in my life at this point.
I mean, not really. Even like, I don't know, because you'd think something that's made your life turn
Yeah.
by asking that, but there is just nothing. I
Oh,
think I need
actually,
to.
I've got an answer.
Yeah,
I do
go
have an
on.
answer. Did I meet you at MacFest? That was a question asked by a comedian called Helen Bauer,
Mm-hmm.
and it
I
was
love her.
basically how she remembered me. It was like her remembering me and stuff. It was quite nice. Or James Acaster saying, "Is this you?"
Yeah. You know what? That didn't even happen to me, and I still think about that.
Really? You think of wait?
Yeah.
You probably think about more than I do. To be fair.
No, it's like, you know, when we were stood by him and he just
Hmm.
whipped out his camera roll? That just felt so weird to me. Like, not weird that he did it, obviously, but I was like, this feels surreal that he just had that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Also, how quickly did he get the photo?
I know. It was literally like 10 seconds quick.
I
This
feel
you?
like he doesn't. I feel like what would have happened is I've thought about this bit in detail. So Jack Barry sent it to him. I feel like it might have been like a WhatsApp. I think he went onto WhatsApp, typed in, you can like typed in contacts,
Mm-hmm.
type in Jack Barry, goes to the photos that he shared with Jack Barry. I don't think it'll be that many. And it'll be like right there.
I mean, yeah, but still, it was quite quick.
It was.
Cool that he had it as well. Also,
The
it's
fact he
nice.
remembered it.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice of Jack to even like send that to him. Like, that he didn't just go, oh yeah, I'll send this to James, and then didn't.
I think we tagged Jack in that photo. He follows me, so he's like, saw my story.
Yeah.
And then sent it to James. Because like the thing is, they have both said this to me now. The TV show that I was dressed up in that photo as, no one talks about it. Like no one was talking about it until I did. So they both talk about the fact that I talk about it because it's like, oh my god, someone actually does care about the TV show, like YouTube short thing.
I
Oh my
remember
god.
when I found that as well, and I was like, God, I've reached peak fan status right now. You have to do a bit of stalking to find that, I think. That's why no one realizes.
What should you have you like thought about what yours is?
I literally don't have one.
Fair enough.
Nothing that meaningful has happened. I really don't know, because like I've never met someone that's like a massive idol to me apart from James Acaster, and then like I'm not significant. But yeah, nothing's happened. I'll get back to you on that in a couple of years.
Okay. What is your subject?
Derren Brown.
Derren Brown. And why did you pick Derren Brown? I'm actually
Just
intrigued
love
about this
him.
bit. I don't actually know.
Me neither. I just love him.
Okay.
I don't know what. Okay, basically, I used to watch him a lot growing up, but I was never obsessed. I just quite liked him. And then I saw his live show, Showman, October last year, and I was like, oh God, I love this man. I need to know everything about him. So that's what I did. I literally researched everything. But this is like, it's been a year. So if I get things wrong, it's because I'm slacking. But yeah, no, I just got so interested in all like the hypnotism and mentalism stuff as well. And I was like, I want to do that, but I haven't. So
This is gonna sound really bad. Also, if you don't get any right, I mean you will, I do believe in you. I do believe in you. I think you'll do really well. But if you don't get any right, or if you like get a small amount, I think it's also very crucial to admit that it is currently, please ignore my home screen, my god. It's 11 o'clock.
Willingly. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I've been up since 7. It's been a day.
Me
Have
too,
to
actually.
Yeah.
By the way, my background's Will Lenny because that pose when he's like doing the heart was to me, and it's like a big
Yeah, I
part
saw
of my
that.
life.
I was so excited for you. Oh my god.
I didn't know who Derren Brown was until I saw you posting about him.
Wow. That's kind of an honour.
Like I genuinely didn't have a clue. Like
I think he is a national treasure, actually.
I should have known who he was. Like he's well known. And then we recently watched him as part of our psychology class. As part of like memory and how the brain works and stuff, because we watched, the one where he manages to play this one song to this one guy all day, just in random places. Like there'll be like a band on the street that's playing this one song.
Yeah.
And then later the same guy's in the pub, and Derren Brown comes up to him and goes, "Can you give me one song?" And he gives a song that's been playing around him all day. We watched that bit in my psychology lesson as part of like remembering and stuff.
The thing is, that really wouldn't work on me because I just wouldn't know the song. And then I'd say something completely different.
Have you ever seen like Derren Brown live?
I have, twice.
Yeah.
Same show. Dedication.
Fair enough. Was it good? Is it better in person?
Ooh. I don't know. No and yes. like yes, as in it's like crazy to see it in person, but no, as in like I like the just watching it the same.
Fair
But
enough.
I'd go with yeah. I'd go with yes for most people.
Okay. Do you find that like I don't know what he does on stage and stuff. Again, I didn't really know who he was until
Mhm.
like you were talking about him, which I know I'm gonna get so much hate for. But did
Good.
you find that like he could control your brain more in person?
Okay, here's the thing. The in-person thing, I think it's better in person because you can look around and see that everything actually is random and there's no way he could have used stooges, and you get to see like things happening right in front of you, so you can't just go, oh, it's like camera effects, because there's no camera, like you're there. But the thing is, I'm the worst hypnotic subject. I'm really not that suggestible, so nothing really works on me. But
Fair
I
enough.
still like to watch it. Yeah.
I'm a bit too much, I think.
Really?
Like I can be like yeah. Like there is a guy who I really like, and I don't really have an opinion on him. Called Paul McKenna, allegedly lied about having the degrees that he has. So like he tells everyone that he has degrees in stuff that makes him like able to do what he's doing.
Mm,
Allegedly does not have those degrees.
okay. Interesting take.
Again, like I've not looked into it. I've just been told. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, there's no way you could know.
I don't care how like bad this sounds. It has helped me in the past. I find meditation quite nice. I find meditation does help me. I know it doesn't help some people, and I can completely understand why, and I get it. But I found that like when I'm having like really bad panic attacks and I'm alone and nothing else is working and I'm like getting built up and I can't calm, I find that meditation can be really helpful for me. So Paul McKenna's audios were quite helpful in my time of like I don't know what to
Yeah.
do kind of thing.
I think that's the part I'm interested in as well, how people like differ. So with your like meditation, I could never do that. Like I don't understand how it works because my brain just won't. I don't understand. How do you get the thoughts to stop?
Right, this is gonna sound really bad. There's only a few videos that work with me.
Yeah.
Like I can't just sit there and meditate. I wish I could. I can't.
Mm.
There's only a very few videos that I can actually listen to be able to like fully meditate. And one of them is like this random like YouTuber that does it. And I tend to just I guess in a way it's easier for me. Like I understand like that people would find it harder. It's harder to switch off emotions and like what they're thinking. And I completely agree. Like I sometimes can find it extremely hard. And I can go through like a full hour of meditation and still not switch off my thinking.
Mm.
But I find that my breathing has calmed.
Okay.
Like even if I can't stop what I'm thinking, like I can actually breathe again and therefore maybe work around like trying to make myself feel better. But yeah, no, like I have to feel safe.
Mm.
And that's how I can like switch off thinking. And like I have one place that I do all my meditation because again I feel safe there. So I guess it's all about being in a safe environment
Yeah.
and again like hearing people's voices and stuff. I can't deal with like I know it sounds really bad, but I can't deal with like sea, you know, waves and
Oh yeah.
I can't deal with that
Okay.
kind of sound.
I love a good whale noise.
I can't. I actually
Really?
can't. Yeah,
Wow.
no. It's weird. Because I wish I could. I think it'd be so much better to like because I can't fall asleep in silence. I can't. I find that my head can wow, I'm really going about like mental health on this chosen
Yeah.
subject podcast. I find that when I'm trying to sleep and I don't have anything on like playing, I find that my head can go into different places and some of them aren't great mentally. Some of them can be quite upsetting, and I think like once you're upset, it's harder to sleep. So I can't fall asleep without watching something. And what I tend to watch is like a show I've watched 100 times, or I used to have like a Minecraft YouTuber that I'd only ever watch when I was going to sleep because my brain went, okay, time to sleep. Or like I'll be so used to the movie or whatever it was on that I could fall asleep. It wasn't like I wanted to be awake for it. I mean, I wanted to be awake for it, but like I didn't feel like I could picture it in my head as I was
Yeah,
sleeping.
like there's not a feeling of missing out because you've seen
Yeah.
it that many times. Yeah.
But I think it's also when I was young, I always used to fall asleep to movies. I always kind of had like my mum used to do like if you go to sleep now, like instead of like in an hour, you can watch a film, and I'd always fall asleep during the film.
Yeah, she knew.
So I think that's what it is. I think my brain's kind of took watching films and stuff as time to fall asleep. I'm really going. I'm in therapy, by the way. I'm okay.
Good
I do have a therapist. We're moving. We're good. Wow, I really didn't expect myself to go straight into like mental health like this.
No, it's very interesting though. See how like people deal with things differently.
But then also I know people that have to fall asleep in like dead silence.
Yeah, that's
Like they can't even like have a fan on. Like it has to be dead
Oh.
silent.
I can do like I find if I have music or a podcast, it's not that I can't fall asleep because I'm thinking about that. It's that like I can't think to fall asleep because I find my thoughts clash with the music, and then I just get really
Fair enough.
panicked. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think I'm completely off. I cannot think to fall asleep. Maybe this
Wow.
is what I need to talk to my therapist about. Maybe this is like maybe I've found
Probably.
something that I'm missing.
Show the clip.
I thought it was just like normal that like everyone fell asleep listening to stuff.
No.
I mean, except for like the people that like need to fall asleep in like dead silence. But no, I can't think. I find myself that like my brain can like make fake memories and stuff if I think at night in the dark. My brain can like change memories and stuff, and then I can't sleep. But yeah, no, that's quite weird actually. How did we go from Derren Brown to I can't fall asleep without listening to things?
Literally, I have no idea. Just a deep dive into mental health.
I guess I'll find out when I do the editing.
Yeah. Look forward to it.
Because it is now 11:30.
Oh my god. I have philosophy. I'm just not gonna do it. It's fine.
Are you I mean, your questions are soon. Are you excited?
I am. I'm scared. I'm nervous.
You scared? Well,
Yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, it won't. Louis wrote these questions and I haven't even read them yet. From what we've talked about, you're fine.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah?
my god, I'm nervous. Yeah.
3 minutes. Starts. 3, 2, 1, go. What island did Derren Brown have to perform Russian roulette to avoid arrest?
Ireland?
Yeah.
Russia? God, I don't know.
Incorrect. It's Jersey.
Oh yeah, my favourite
Which of
island.
his
I
TV
don't know.
specials is the most complained about?
I swear it is the Russian roulette one. Or it's the push. Depending on what you're counting. Surely.
It's Silence. It's definitely not, is it? But
It's okay.
how many
Seance.
series? Seance, yes.
Really?
How many series are there of Trick or Treat?
2?
So, right, okay, yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
What is the name of his most recent stage show?
Showman.
Yes, yeah, there we go.
Yay.
How many of his stage shows have been broadcast on TV?
6.
Correct. What did Derren Brown Ghost Train open at Thorpe Hall? What year? Sorry, what year?
2016.
Correct. What is the name of his 2018 Netflix special where a man decides whether or not to take a bullet for the stranger?
Sacrifice.
Yes, there we go. What is his most recent book called?
Book of Secrets.
Yeah.
On a roll.
What celebrity was the man manipulated to attempting to kill in an episode of The Experiments?
Stephen Fry.
Yes. At the performance of Showman that Amelia went to, what was the
Ooh.
name of the bear?
Oh my god. How does he remember that? I actually don't remember. Barry?
No, it was Arlo. In an episode of Trick or Treat,
Oh my god, yeah.
a man was placed in a photo booth and transported to a different country. Which one was it?
Oh my god. I know it's somewhere in Asia, but I have no idea where. I don't know. I actually don't. India.
Okay, that was the time's just run out. It was
Oh.
Morocco.
I would never would have got that.
I think you did quite well, to be fair.
To be fair, also, yeah, the Showman Bear thing. I've been to 2 shows. So,
Fair enough.
but the first one definitely wasn't called Barry. That's just what I'd call it.
Apparently, it was called Arlo.
Yeah, it was the second time.
The second time. Excuse me, Louis, you should give me 2 answers.
I know, right? God.
Um,
I don't remember what the first one was called, though.
a large amount of people want me to go through the rest of them. Would you like me to go through like I've all the
Yeah.
questions? Would you like me to go through the rest? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have a go. But, like, yeah. I'm just curious.
Don't worry, these don't go towards. Which Benedict Cumberbatch TV series did he have a cameo appearance in?
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which game show did he appear on when he predicted his way to the jackpot prize?
Ooh. I don't think I've seen that. I don't know.
Deal or no deal?
Oh, no, I have seen that.
Derren Brown Ghost Train at Thorpe Hall got a name changed in 2017. What was it changed to?
I have no idea. I thought it was
Derren
still the same.
Brown Ghost Train Rise of the Demon. Weird. What was
Yeah.
his first major TV series called?
Trick of the Mind.
Mind Control.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Apparently-
I thought Trick of the Mind was before.
What is his most recent TV special?
It was the one during COVID. It's like, I don't know what it was called, but he was like touring his house in COVID, and then he brought these 2 girls to some abandoned factory. It's like Inside the Mind or something.
That sounds terrifying. It's Sacrifice.
That's actually not true. He did one in
It's not
COVID.
true.
No, it's not true.
Louis,
During COVID.
Louis, should we get him involved? Should I contact him now?
Yeah,
Send him a
go
voice
on then.
note. I'm gonna. Excuse me, Louis. Hi. Um. So we were going through the questions, and I think you've got one wrong. Guess you didn't fact check.
Should have fact checked.
I'm Sam James-Neal. I don't fact check.
Oh my god. I don't know what it's called though, but it definitely happened. He did the trick. It's called like smash and stab. And he got the girls to do it in this factory, like smash their hand down on a nail. That sounds so weird, but it was actually good. I need to Google what the special is called. Oh my god, I actually can't find it. It exists. Is he on Channel 4? Yeah.
No, 20 Years of Mind Control doesn't count.
Yes, it does. It's a TV show. Special. That definitely
In my
counts.
books.
In my books.
He said 20 Years of Mind Control doesn't count in my books. Louis wrote these questions, who was in episode 2 of this podcast.
Just makes
And
sense.
that is all the questions that Louis has written.
Those were like detailed. I don't know why. I was expecting like questions about his daily life. And I'm like, no one else is creepy enough to know that.
No, like, I wrote questions first, and it was literally like, when was he born? Where was he born? Like, where was he born?
I could have
In
got that.
2022, how old is he? Kind of thing.
I actually don't know when he was born. He's giving like February vibes or January vibes. But then I feel he's born in Purley, in Croydon. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. Bristol
Um,
Uni.
have you got any notes that you would like to give to Louis about the quiz?
I would like to give the note that I'm impressed with his Derren Brown knowledge. I didn't expect
Actually,
that.
wait. So again, I'm gonna like voice record it.
Wait. My
Ready?
yeah? Are you
Right, 3, 2, 1, yeah.
okay? I'm impressed with your Derren Brown knowledge. I didn't know you were that big of a fan. Like, oh my god, the specifics, the hero at 30,000 feet one. I've actually been outplayed.
Right, and that is the Chosen Subject podcast. You made it. It's only 10 to 12 at night.
Oh my god, I'm definitely not doing that homework. I can't.
It's fine. You can just say I was on the Chosen Subject podcast.
Exactly. It's work experience.
It was genuinely. The thing is, you could genuinely put this on your CV.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. It's going on my CV.
And again, as we were saying when we were off air, you're welcome back anytime. You will be invited back. You will be invited back. We encourage you come back here. Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Remember, we are not a cult here on the Chosen Subject podcast. We're not a cult. We are a family. We're not a cult. We do not believe in cults. We are not a cult. We are the Chosen Subject podcast. Once you go to Chosen Subject podcast, you can quite literally never escape. Everyone that's been on the Chosen Subject podcast has come back.
It's not a cult. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's a family.